Yo, what up guys? This is the voice of Mr. Solution. So on today's episode, I'll be sharing with you guys some of the techniques or some of the hacks that will help you to become a better scalper. Those of you that have a personal relationship with me all know that I'm more of a scalper. In fact, most of the money I've made through trading, I trade futures actually, most of the money I've made through trading have always come from scalping. I'm a very good scalper, and so I decided to put up this video so I can share with you guys some of the things that have helped me, some of the points that have helped me to become better at this job. Okay, now point number one is that you need to know your market. You need to know your market. You need to understand the very market you're trading. You need to understand. If you're a volatility trader, you need to know the in and out of it. If you're a forex trader, you need to know everything about forex trading. If you're a cryptocurrency trader, you need to know everything in such a way that at any point in time, you can always predict what will happen. Okay, so you don't need to break your head. You don't need to worry yourself. You can always say, okay, this is what is going to happen at any point in time. The type of relationship, the type of knowledge you need to have with the particular industry you're trading is such that, I don't know if you've attended any wedding, okay, those of us here, okay, sometimes they will tie the eye of the lady, okay, and then they will bring different men to her, probably maybe either to touch the cheek or to touch the palm or to touch any part of the body. Okay, then eventually she keeps on touching them, and eventually she gets to the person that is actually her spouse. Okay, so this is the kind of knowledge that you need to have with the very industry you are up against, the very industry you're trading. Okay, you need to understand the behavior of the market. You can tell yourself at this point in time, this is what normally happens. Okay, so at so point, this is what usually happens. So this is the kind of knowledge you need to have about the market. You equally need to understand how correlation works. Okay, these ones are under understanding your market, knowing your market. You need to understand how correlation works. For instance, let's say a coin like Alice. I've discovered over time that whatever Alice does, coin like TLM also does that. If Alice starts pumping, just give coin like TLM 20 to 30 minutes, it will follow suit. Or if Alice is dumping, give coin like TLM maybe 45 to 30 minutes, it will equally follow suit. So it goes on to say that probably it's the same people who are pumping. Probably could be that the same people who are behind Alice are also those who are behind TLM. I'm not sure. I'm just saying that over the time, this is what I've actually been able to observe. So you need to understand correlation. Maybe if anytime BTC is dropping, other coins usually drop, or maybe anytime BTC is pumping, other coins usually pump, or other coins usually drop. I don't know. Just get to understand the very market, understand correlation. Okay, and then you also need to know market hour. Over time, I've discovered that from every 2 a.m. market usually drops. If my market starts pumping from 11 p.m., it pumps to maybe from 1:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. then market start dropping. So these are things you need to be very, very familiar with, so that at every point in time you should be knowing what you'll be doing. Maybe at this point in time, maybe from 11 you're looking for buy entry, then from 1:30, 1:45 you're looking for short entry, because markets usually drop. This is what I mean by, okay, understanding the market hour. Okay, then point number 2 is protecting your risk. Protecting your profit, please. One of the things that will come to you as a scalper is that you are prone to losing the profits you've made. But then you need to discipline yourself in such a way that any profit you make, you protect it with everything you have. I used to have a friend then. Anytime he's trading, the huge funds guy, okay, anytime he's trading and maybe he has had like maybe $5 drawdown for the day, if he's down $500, he's done for the day. He's not entering the market. So what he does is that if he's up 2K, let's say he has made $2,000 for the day, he's going to protect $1,500 with everything he has. So anytime he's entering that trade, he's going to put it in such a way that if he loses $500, he's out of the trade. Okay, so this is what I mean by knowing how to protect your profit. Protecting profit is one of the tools you must have in your arsenal if you want to become a profitable scalper. And then point number 3 is that you need to be very versatile. Okay, I think I covered this when I said you should understand the market you're talking about, you're trading. Okay, you need to be very, very versatile. Versatile in such a way that, okay, You can always say, you can always know what is happening at every point in time. You know the people who are behind the project, you know the team, you know the supply, you know the supply, you know the market capitalization. Yeah, you know when a particular coin is either overbought or oversold. You know when it's high priced. You know when you shouldn't be entering. So you should be very, very versatile about the very industry. You don't just come there, you know, because everybody is doing it. You just want to become a trader without having the requisite knowledge for it. So you must be well grounded, must be well versatile, so that in any direction the market tilts to, in any direction it goes to, you can always, you know, change your dancing steps to fit in. Okay, and then the next one you should do is that you should always visualize potential moves. One of the things that has helped me to become a very good scalper is that, you know, I have this ability of thinking out things. Okay, you can always visualize even without analyzing. Maybe just look at a chart, you tell yourself, okay, this is what is going to happen at this point, and this is what is going to happen, and maybe the next 20 minutes, that this is what you should be doing. So you need to visualize potential moves even before it happens. That's why it requires a high cognitive ability. It requires a high IQ, so that at any point in time can always articulate and tell yourself this is what is gonna happen, and then be disciplined enough to wait for it to happen, because it will definitely happen. Okay, so how you do this, that you always plan ahead of time. You plan ahead of time every morning before you enter your trading desk or your trading room or your whichever place it is. I'm currently in my trading room. This is my office, home office actually. Okay, so you tell yourself, this is what I'm gonna do if push comes to shove. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, if this one happens, this is what I'm gonna do. So you need to, you know, visualize potential moves before it occurs. Okay, you plan ahead of time. Okay, and then finally go with the flow. The profitable scalper is somebody that you don't trade against the trend. Go with the flow. If market is dumping, what you're doing at that point in time is you're looking for potential short opportunities. You're looking for potential opportunities for you to enter a short position. Not when market is dumping and it's so obvious to the eye and visible to the deaf that the market is dumping, and you're looking for places to buy. That doesn't make sense. Okay, it means you're trading against the trend, and by trading against this trend, you are indirectly, you know, setting yourself up for failure. So go with the flow. If market is selling, you look for places to enter a short position. If market is buying, look for places to enter a buy position. Don't say because maybe you have a huge capital, so even if it goes against you, even if it drops maybe against you, that you're not going to get liquidated. No, that means you're not scalping. Okay, because the role of a scalper is to take as many trades as possible. It could be 20 trades per day, it could be 50 trades, it could be hundreds of trades per day, depending on the amount of time you have, because this kind of trading has to do with your time. Not when you have something else doing, you're trying to become a scalper. No, these things, they don't work with that. So because scalping requires a huge amount of your time, so that you can, even if you just want 1% profit you're taking, by the time you calculate it at the end of the day, let's say 1%, you took like 50 trades per day. So when you calculate that your 1% by 50, that's you're up 50% for the day, or maybe 20 times. I don't know, but remember, you always have some drawdowns, you always have some losses. Okay, so you need to go with the flow, know what the market is doing at any point in time. And then I want you to also know that scalping is intuitive. I've said it before. It has to do with your cognitive ability. It has to do with your brain. It has to do with your mind. You need to be in the prime state. Not when you're disturbed emotionally, you will be trying to scalp, because it's going to make a mess with your psyche. Okay, it's going to mess with your cognitive abilities. It's intuitive. Okay, it goes with your mind. Your mind needs to be in the prime state for you to become a proficient scalper. So to round off this, I want you to understand that scalping is actually not for everybody. I've said this before. If you know you have a lot of things on your desk, you have a lot of things to do emotionally, you're not well, okay, and then maybe you have something to do at a certain point in time, you're trying to enter a scalping trade. No, that's not it. That's not right. Okay, so it's something that demands your time. You have a spouse that is always complaining that you are not giving him or her time and all that thing. So you shouldn't embark on scalping, because in the long run you're gonna get fagged out. And like I said, it has to do with your mind. Your mind needs to be in the prime state emotionally and otherwise. Once you're disturbed, when something is on your mind, you'll be seeing a short opportunity. Instead of you to enter that short, you probably enter a long. Okay, so that's why it's something that you need to, be very, very much in your prime state. It's not for everybody. It's there are chances that you that is watching me, you that is watching this video, maybe it's not for you because you do not have all the time, you do not have all the luxury of time. But then if you looked at yourself, maybe you're a student, semester has closed, okay, you don't have anything to do, you spend much time online, engaging in irrelevant fights and gossips and all that. Maybe you could just utilize that time and come to scalping, because this type of trade is actually meant for those people who have the luxury of time. Okay guys, if you love my content, I encourage you to hit the like button, subscribe. You could share the video to as many persons as possible, okay? And then I will see you in the next episode. I remain your man, Mr. X to the O to the L to the Sean, Mr. Solution.